Market Outlook. Calendar Week 51. The past week was shaped almost entirely by the latest Federal Reserve meeting. In its recent decision, the Fed lowered the key interest rate by another 25 basis points, the third cut this year, while simultaneously confirming that the balance sheet reduction in place since 2022 has now ended as of early December. This dual move, cutting rates while halting quantitative tightening, effectively removes the strongest liquidity drain from the system and signals a cautious shift toward a more neutral monetary stance. Nevertheless, market reactions remained muted. Diverging opinions within the FOMC, softer labour market data and inflation still above target led to short-lived relief rallies but failed to produce a sustainable trend breakout. Beneath the surface, the picture remained fragile, breadth was limited, and follow-through buying did not materialize. For exactly this reason, we consciously refrained from issuing research signals in week 49. Neither the volatility structure nor the depth of the market allowed for a clean setup that matched our standards for risk, timing, and trend quality. In phases where monetary decisions and new macro data collide, disciplined patience is part of our strategy. Choosing not to act is also a decision, one that avoids unnecessary risks and preserves the quality of our research signals. At the same time, Bitcoin dominance remains a central sentiment indicator. It currently stands at around 58.6%, nearly unchanged from the previous week. This suggests that capital remains in the market but continues to concentrate in BTC's core liquidity. For many altcoins, this leaves little foundation for sustainable rotations. The Fear and Greed Index, meanwhile, has improved slightly from 22 to 27 points, yet it remains firmly in the zone of caution. Market participants continue to react sensitively to news flow, economic signals, and liquidity conditions. Only when the environment stabilizes over several consecutive sessions does the basis for broader participation begin to form. As we enter week 50, attention turns to a dense cluster of relevant macro events. China opens the week with a comprehensive data package covering industrial production, retail sales, labour market conditions, and fixed asset investment, all key indicators of global demand. On Tuesday, the United States follows with labour market figures, retail data, and PMI readings, providing insight into the resilience of the US consumer. Midweek brings inflation data from the United Kingdom and the Eurozone, accompanied by Germany's IFO Economic Sentiment Survey. Thursday places several major decisions into focus. The Bank of England and the European Central Bank will announce their policy rates, coinciding with the release of the US Consumer Price Index. On Friday, the Bank of Japan will publish its monetary policy decision, a driver that historically affects global capital flows. In parallel, several token unlocks throughout the week may generate heightened volatility in individual projects. The combination of global inflation dynamics, rate decisions, and project-specific liquidity effects means that markets may respond sensitively to any unexpected data. Against this backdrop, our approach remains disciplined and structured. We evaluate every potential signal against liquidity conditions, trend quality, macro risk, and market breadth. If an environment emerges in which clean technical and fundamental criteria align, research signals may be issued this week. However, this requires orderly market reactions to the central bank decisions and a clear development of actionable patterns. Until then, we maintain heightened focus on leading indicators as they continue to define the broader market direction. This report does not constitute investment advice and contains neither a recommendation nor an invitation to buy or sell crypto assets or other financial instruments. The analyses and assessments provided by Quantum Data Analytics serve exclusively informational and research purposes. All investment decisions are made independently and at the sole risk of our clients. Strategies may be adjusted, delayed, or paused at any time depending on market conditions. Quantum Data Analytics, analytical, strategic, innovative,